Hi, I'm Avon.
I'm Pamela.
And I'm Kate. Welcome to the District Dish. Today we're dishing with you again from Hudson Restaurant and Lounge, located at 2030 M Street Northwest in West End, Washington, D.C.
And today we have an expert guest, if you will. Mark Drapo, who is not only a PhD, he is a scientist, and he is also a social media, what did you call yourself, an expert? Or
social media experimentalist.
Experimentalist.
Because he understands there's always more to learn.
There's always more to learn, and there's always something more to play with.
Oh,
That's
interesting,
right. Yeah.
interesting.
It's a lot of trial and error, you know?
Right.
Sounds like life.
What is one thing that you're playing with currently?
Well, the biggest, hottest social media tool right now is Twitter.
Ooh.
And I was just on my way over here, I saw it on ESPN, they were talking about Twitter.
Really?
I Twitter. Do you Twitter?
I just started. I started actually 2 weeks ago. I have a Twitter account because that's people who've been peppering me, bombasting me about, you better get Twitter, I can't follow you. I'm like, who cares? I already use Facebook, some other things. But I also realize the importance of Twitter. So we can get into that in a bit. But
we're going to tell you who cares.
Yeah. It's a different thing, you know, it's not replacing.
I know Twitter.
That's true. That's true.
So we're all going to gang up on Pamela by the end of this show.
This has been bugging me, Pamela. I read Pamela's punch and she doesn't Twitter and it's been bugging me. And now I've got her right here and I can take her to task about it.
It does. It takes a lot of time. Blogging takes a lot of time, as all three of us can attest to. And so sometimes you just maybe don't feel like you have enough time to Twitter, or you don't really understand what Twittering is, because it's like blogging, but it's not like blogging.
Well, it's something, you know, we can talk about what it is, but the reality is a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time for something more, and what happens is as you use it, it replaces some of these other things you do, like email, IM texting.
I agree.
Okay.
And so to some extent it takes the place and it's more efficient.
Okay.
And so you're really not spending more time doing it, you're just doing different things.
Well, that's very interesting.
I want to hear how you use it instead of email, but first maybe you should just describe it for those people that don't do it.
Sure, sure.
Those
I don't even have a BlackBerry still.
This person.
Yeah, so
Nobody else.
Twitter is a private company out of Silicon Valley, and the guy who's the CEO of it, Evan Williams, also created something called Blogger, which is one of the most popular blogging platforms.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that's right. They were acquired by Google back.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, so he worked for Google for a while and then went out on his own again, and he and some compadres founded something called Twitter, long story short. And what Twitter is really a way to broadcast your text messages.
Yes.
So it's like text messaging the entire world with the same effort it takes to send a regular text.
Okay.
What's interesting about that is that people can search that and find you based on things you're talking about. So if you're talking about fashion, if you're talking about the environment, if you're talking about politics, people can sort of mine that data and expand their social network based on things you're talking about.
Okay.
And the other thing that's interesting about it is, for example, Kate and I occasionally tweet to each other. Someone might see what we're tweeting, and I might say, "Oh, Kate, like let's have a happy hour and let's get people together at such and such a place."
At Hudson.
At the Hudson, and people might see that we're tweeting about the Hudson and come join us without us having to recruit them.
And what's that called?
Scary.
A tweet up.
Oh, it's called a tweet up.
It's called a tweet up.
I'm sorry.
Like a meetup.
She knows all the
tweet
lingo.
And tweet up. Okay.
Yeah, it's called a tweet
I was
up.
going to say stalking / scary, but actually it makes a lot of sense. I do get that because I've read a lot about Twitter. Even though I didn't participate until recently.
Yeah.
I actually do understand the importance of, you know, of Twitter and being able to broadcast. I mean, right now, you see it with Facebook. We won't get into that, but you see it with Facebook when people will update their statuses, you know, currently all the time. I do it all the time, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can do that with Twitter and on the go.
Right.
Yeah, what's different about, a lot of people compare the Facebook status update to Twitter, and what's unique about Twitter somewhat is that people get very conversational with it.
Yeah.
So you might say, I'm going to the Hudson restaurant at 6 p.m., man, am I hungry, right? And someone else will say, oh my God, I've been to the Hudson restaurant, you know, that place is awesome.
You should have the deviled eggs.
Yeah, or if it was some lesser place, they'd say, ooh, I don't know if you want to go there. Why are you going there? And then you say, it's my anniversary, and they say, oh no, you don't want to go there.
But you only have 140 characters. So
everything is
very, very specific in what you want to say.
It's a unique. So people call it micro-blogging.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of like blogging. People call it a PR tool.
Yeah.
People call it, you know, an intelligence resource because you can mine data and find out what other people are talking about stem cells are in the news today because Obama is making an announcement about that. And so you can see what people are talking about.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating because the reason why I wasn't going to, but now maybe I have to, because next time I see you, you're going to ask me by Twitter.
We're going to follow you.
Pamela is in Twitter.
I had that misconception that it was all about just updating your status, but I didn't realize it was all about,
the reason that
sharing information.
I agree.
The reason that I think people don't quite understand is that the question on the top says, "What are you doing?"
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think they need to change the question, or just allow people, maybe say status, or what do you want to tell people? But what are you doing is a little bit. I mean, people maybe would just write, "I'm eating an egg sandwich."
Right. And by the way, who the heck cares?
Well, you know what? If Shaquille O'Neal is eating an egg sandwich at Hudson, then I want to know, because I want to go there.
It's all relative.
It kind of is who's tweeting, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. A lot of people have suggested that they change that question, and there's probably just not a good reason for them to actually do it. But a lot of people recommend that you talk about like what's happening right now, what's important to you right now. And a lot of times that's a link to a blog, it's a news story, it's who am I with at some event, it's I'm pimping out something that I'm involved with, and here's how you get involved with that. It's everything. So my really smart friend Peter Corbett, who runs an outfit called everybody knows Peter. Excuse me, Peter, you love me now.
Maybe Peter's
I like you more now.
So Peter said, Twitter is the pipes that connect everything else. And so I have a blog, I have a job, I have some other things going on, and I'm a social person. And so Twitter kind of connects all these different things. So maybe someone reads my blog, but they don't know what parties I go to. Or they met me at a happy hour, but they don't know about my job. And you can sort of use Twitter to connect all those diverse social networks. And because most people are, 4 or 5 dimensional. And probably all of you can appreciate that. And so Twitter is a really easy way to make these pipes between the different parts of your life and really show people like all your different sides, as opposed to just showing them your blog or just showing them your events or what have you.
In an efficient way.
And it's very efficient.
How can people find you on Twitter?
So if you can go to twitter.com/cheeky_geeky, which is my handle.
And what's your handle?
My handle, it's Ebong Eka. /Ebong Eka, EBONGEKA, and that's pretty much it.
And mine is K8 Michael.
I'm the only one.
And you should write into www.thedistrictdish.com/contact, and on our contact page, tell us what you think Pamela's handle should be. That's all for this episode.
Punch. It's gotta have punch.
Come back to the District Dish.